Welcome students. In this video we are going to discuss Welcome students. In this video we are going to discuss question number 31 to 40 of alkyl and aryl halide substitution reaction of MS Chauhan book. So question number 31, NaNH2 is used. We know that NaNH2 will be dissociated as NaNH2 will be dissociated as Na plus and NH2 minus, and this NH2 minus will behave as a strong base. Okay, now if we closely look this molecule, then we can see that we have S double bond O double bond O. Now we have total 4 plus 1 5 carbons like this. One carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this fifth carbon is attached with one leaving group, that is Cl minus. Now as NH2 minus is base, it will abstract acidic hydrogen, and this molecule this hydrogen is acidic in nature because the conjugate base is resonance stabilized as well as stabilized by the vacant d orbital of sulfur. Okay, so after removal this hydrogen, we will get this kind of carbon ion, CH2 minus, CH2, 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 CH2Cl. Okay, so this negative charge is resonance stabilized, that's why this will behave like a nucleophile, and we will have NGP kind of situation here, and the final product will be a 5-membered ring in this case. Okay, so initially NaNH2 will abstract acidic hydrogen. This conjugate base is resonance stabilized as well as stabilized by the vacant d orbital of sulfur. That's why this negative charge can behave like nucleophile, and after NGP we will end up with a cyclic product. So option B is the correct option in this case. Okay. So next question number 32. Which of the following reaction is an elimination reaction? This is a chapter of substitution reaction, so this question should not be present here. So if we add H2SO4, we have elimination reaction. Again, if we have Ki, we have another elimination reaction. So both A and B is the correct option. The reaction mechanism and all the other things we will discuss in elimination reaction chapter, not in this chapter. So this question is not proper for this substitution reaction chapter. Okay, this is proper for the elimination reaction. Question number 32. This is very interesting question because SN1 reaction we have to perform, and as we all know that in SN1 reaction we have carbocation. So if we start with this kind of molecule, after elimination of leaving group, because Cl is leaving group here, after elimination of leaving group we will have this carbocation. Now we can approach nucleophile in this carbocation, CH3OH in this carbocation. We can approach this carbocation, and finally the product will be CH3H plus, and after removal of hydrogen this will be our final product. But interestingly, we can have all of these products. How? Because this carbocation can rearrange itself. So if we look this kind of rearrangement, this is not rearrangement, this is resonance. Okay, so we can think about the resonance. So this kind of carbocation is formed. Now nucleophile can approach this carbocation CH3OH. Nucleophile can approach this carbocation, and we will have this kind of situation. Okay, and this molecule can have aromaticity or can regenerate the aromaticity. By this process we can have this kind of final product. So already we have option A, now we have option C. Now this carbocation can again involve in resonance. This pi bond can shift towards right side and this kind of carbocation is formed. Now again methanol or methoxide which can approach in this position, and after regeneration of aromaticity we will get this kind of product. Okay, so this is our product B. So all of these will be our correct answer. Okay, this mechanism is very interesting and question is very much important. Question number 34, we have azide NaN3. After dissociation we have Na plus N3 minus. This is azide anion. Now if we see the options, we have only one substitution. So either we have to substitute Br or we have to substitute chlorine. As we know that bromine is much more better leaving group, so it is obvious for us that bromine will be substituted by N3 minus. Now we have to perform SN2 here. Now we have to perform SN2 here. So azide will come from this side and Br will be eliminated from the system. So there will be no change of the position of Cl. So Cl is present at its own initial position, but azide will approach bromine from the back side of its position, or inversion product will be formed from the point of view of bromine. So in this option C, the azide molecule is attached to the opposite position from Br or leaving group. Okay, so option C is the correct one. Now this is very interesting question because for this we need transition state theory. See, in the first molecule we have neutral nucleophile, neutral leaving group or neutral alkyl halide, whatever is the leaving group, neutral, all the molecules are neutral. But in the transition state we have, or in the product we have charged molecule. So we can give an example like this. If we have ammonia as our nucleophile, which is neutral but we having lone pair. If we have CH3Br as our alkyl halide or leaving group electrophilic carbon, which is neutral. Now if ammonia approach this carbon and Br minus is eliminated, then we have CH3 NH3 plus and Br minus. Okay, so this is our case 1. Now if we plot potential energy versus time or reaction coordinate versus potential energy, then this is the position of the reagent where obviously Rx and nucleophile both are present, both are neutral, and this is the position of the Rnu plus. Okay, this is the position of Rnu plus. Now the activation energy, we are not thinking about the products here. So this is the activation energy. Okay, as we know that more the activation energy, lesser will be the rate. Okay, more the activation energy, lesser will be the rate. So to increase the rate of the reaction, we have to decrease the activation energy. Okay, now thing is that if we increase the polarity of the system, if we closely look that transition state is more polar than the reagents. Okay, transition state is more polar than the reagent. So if you increase the polarity, the energy of the transition state will decrease, because this is more polar and this will be more stabilized by the polar solvent. The decrease in the energy will effectively decrease the activation energy also, because in this case the new activation energy is lesser compared to previous one. Okay, so with increase in polarity we have decreased the energy of the transition state, as well as we have decreased the activation energy needed for this reaction. As a result, rate of the reaction will increase. So if we have this kind of situation, with increase in polarity, rate of the reaction will increase, as the overall activation energy of the reaction will decrease. Okay, so if we look the question number A, with polarity increase in solvent polarity, the reaction rate will increase. Okay, now we are thinking about the second type of reaction, where Rl plus leaving group is initially positively charged. Okay, and this is R plus and L, or neutral one. The thing is that we are taking another example. Like this: CH3 NH3 plus. Okay, CH3 NH3 plus. This is our initial molecule, and as we know that this is dissociated in absence of any kind of nucleophile. Okay, this is dissociated in absence of any kind of nucleophile. So this is kind of SN1 reaction. So CH3 NH3 plus, after dissociation we are getting CH3 plus and ammonia. Okay, so now if we look the potential energy, this is reagent, this is product, and this is our desired activation energy, whatever we have discussed earlier. This is potential energy, this is reaction coordinate or time, anything. So if we see that here we have positive charge over nitrogen and here we have positive charge over carbon. As we know that positive charge over nitrogen is much more destabilizing effect, because nitrogen is more electronegative in nature. So if we put positive charge over nitrogen, it will not stabilize the situation. Okay, so if we increase the polarity, the polar solvent will stabilize more the reagent compared to the transition state. So in this case, the energy of the reagent will be shifted downwards, because the reagent was very much unstable initially. In presence of polar solvent, the energy of the reagent will be decreased because it is more stabilized now. Okay, so decrease in the energy eventually increase the activation energy in this case. Okay, so activation energy of the reaction will increase, and for this rate of the reaction will decrease. Okay, so in the second option we have decrease in rate of the reaction with increase in the solvent polarity. So we have two different point of view for these two questions. This is very interesting uh, property of the solvents. Okay, moving forward to next question: which of the following is the most effective towards SN2 reaction. As we know that SN2 reaction will maintain two things: electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group will increase the rate of the reaction, and less steric will increase the rate of the reaction. So as we see that steric is not a factor in this case. Only we have to think about the electron withdrawing group. Okay. So here we have PHC double bond O, which can show minus R as well as minus I. Minus R as well as minus I. So PHC double bond O is the strongest electron withdrawing group among the all these four. So in this case, this will behave like a electron withdrawing group, and this PHC double bond O functional group will increase the rate of the reaction to the maximum extent. So option D is the correct one. Question number 37. This is a case of NGP or neighboring group participation. 4-chloro-1-butanol. So this is the structure of 4-chloro-1-butanol. 4-chloro-1-butanol. In presence of NaOH, OH minus can abstract this hydrogen. Okay. So here we have CH2, 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons along with O minus. Okay. Now this O minus can approach this carbon from the back side because this is NGP, and cyclic product will form, and this cyclic product is a 5-member ring. This cyclic product is a 5-member ring, and option B is the correct option. Next question. In the given pair of alkyl halides, in which pair the first compound is more reactive than the second compound in SN2 reaction? Again, for SN2 reaction, you have to check two things: less steric position and electron withdrawing group. Okay. If we see option A, the second one is less steric compared to the first one. So rate of the reaction will be rate of the reaction of the second molecule will higher compared to the first one. We have to check in first it is higher. If you check the second one, we have CH3, CH2, CH2Br, CH3, CH2, CH2I. Okay. Iodine is beta leaving group. So completely we can say that in this case the second one will react faster. In option C, this bromine is conjugated or present in resonance with this pi bond. So this bromine is a very bad leaving group. So this bromine cannot be eliminated by SN1 reaction or SN2 reaction. So this is also very bad leaving group in SN1 reaction. Here we have to compare SN2 reaction. Okay. So first one is a bad leaving group, second one is a good leaving group. So in this case also second one will react faster. Okay. But if we see the fourth one, then again we have conjugated leaving group. So in this case Cl is a bad leaving group. Hence it cannot be substituted by any nucleophile easily. Rate of the reaction is very, very less. So in this case the first molecule react with faster rate. So option D is correct. Option D is the correct option for this question. Question number 39. In the given pair of reaction, in which pair the second reaction is more reactive than the first, again in SN2 reaction. Okay. So we have to check second reaction is more reactive than first. Okay. So option A. Here we have two different nucleophile, and as we know that O minus is more nucleophilic than OH, we can safely say that the first reaction will be higher. Okay. If we check now second one, the nucleophilicity of S minus is greater than O minus. So again the second reaction is more reactive. Okay, second reaction is more reactive here, so we have to check that one. Second reaction is more reactive, so we have our answer, but let me check the another things. So in SN2 reaction, the rate is concentration of Rx and concentration of nucleophile to the power 1. So here we have 1 molar and 2 molar. So for reaction 1, 1 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 1, then the rate of the first reaction is 2k. And rate of the second reaction also 2 to the power 1, 1 to the power 1 into k, that is 2k. So for the both reactions, the reaction rate are same. Okay. If we check this fourth option, option D, then as we know that phosphorus, between phosphorus and nitrogen, phosphorus is more nucleophilic. Phosphorus is more nucleophilic. Then the rate of the first reaction is again higher compared to the second one. So our option is option B, because sulfur is more nucleophilic than oxygen, and we have the question second reaction is more reactive. So in this case, second reaction is more reactive than the first one. Question number 40 is the last question for this segment. We have to check second reaction is more reactive than first in SN1 reaction. So in SN1 reaction, we have only one thing, that is carbocation stability. Okay. So in option A, we have tertiary butyl carbocation. Again we have tertiary butyl carbocation, but here we have chlorine leaving group, here we have bromine leaving group. So bromine is the better leaving group, so this second reaction rate will be higher compared to the first one. Okay, so second reaction is more reactive in this case. Moving forward to option B, here we have tertiary butyl carbocation, tertiary butyl carbocation. Okay, here we have CH3OH leaving group, here we have OH leaving group or water leaving group. Okay, or we can think about this is medium which is more polar. Okay, if we don't think about the nucleophile, we can think about the medium. So this is more polar medium, this is less polar medium. So more the polarity of the medium, more will be the rate of the reaction. So water is more polar than methanol. So we can safely say that in this option also the second reaction rate will be higher compared to the first one. Okay, and here we have more concentration. As we know that rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of Rx. So more the concentration, more will be the rate of the reaction for SN1 of Rx. So in all of them, the second reaction is more reactive if we are thinking about the SN1 reaction. Okay, thank you very much for watching.